I'm Thomas Andersson, lead multiplayer designer of Battlefield 4.
Let's start by talking about your goals heading into multiplayer and how you guys are trying to push things forward with Battlefield 4.
Well, we've always been keen on destruction, so we've pushed that further with the concept of Levolution that I don't know if you guys have seen. You probably have, the skyscraper and the flooding of the city and stuff. It's very important for us. It's a big tactical advantage that we have over other games. All-out warfare, again, super big for us, and there we've expanded the sort of elements where you can fight. We've had land and air before in Battlefield 3. In Battlefield 4 we wanted to add the sea element. So naval warfare was very big for us. You've seen the Parasol Storm gameplay where we actually have dynamic waves where you can sort of take cover behind, surf the waves to go faster than your opponents if you're good at the game. So yeah, that's those are the main things, together with Commander, which we're bringing back from Battlefield 2, but in a sort of different way. It's more Commander versus Commander gameplay this time around, and we've also added so that you can actually play on tablet together with your friends on consoles and PC.
Can you talk a little about the size and scope of the actual maps and how you guys have widened or broadened things?
Sure. Yeah, so for us it's very important that people can play whatever they feel like playing, so we have a spectrum of very different maps. We have the smaller, tighter maps. We have one called Operation Locker, which is basically a very linear game, very compact. And then we have the wide open maps that are more for the people who like all-out warfare with vehicles and just rolling up sand dunes and things like that. We have a completely new concept, I think, for Battlefield, which is the flood zone level, where there's different levels of gameplay. So you can fight up on the rooftops, you can fight on the street level, and then of course, due to Levolution, you can have the water race and you can fight on the just water there with boats and stuff. So I think, yeah, we try to serve all the kind of interests and stuff that you can have with you know, small game modes, big game modes, small maps, big maps, and yeah, we're trying to be everything.
When it comes to vehicles, can you talk about what you guys are introducing new on that landscape?
Well, boats, of course. We have the attack boats, which are fantastic. We have a little bit more durable jeeps, different planes and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, we've worked on getting because we have a Chinese faction now too. We have a whole different sort of style of vehicles, I guess you could say. Like the stealth jets and the attack jets of the Chinese are, I think, fantastic, for example. But yeah, the main addition in gameplay, I think, is the attack boats that we have.
There's so much stuff in this game. Like, can you walk through like different types of strategies you like to use? Let's say if you're playing as the Chinese faction.
Okay, so it so depends on the game mode. Like here today, we're going to be playing infantry game modes for the first time. We've been showing all of the other game modes, I think, up to this point. So strategy, like I tend to, because we have a class-based gameplay, I tend to switch kit depending on what game mode I'm playing or the type of map sometimes as well. So for domination that we're going to play today, for example, I play assault kit, so I can provide healing for my friends. I have good offensive power and that kind of stuff. If I play on conquest or obliteration, it's very important for me to be able to take down vehicles. So you can play, for example, recon, where you can designate targets for your fellow teammates, and C4. That's very fun. And then engineer is my absolute favorite when it comes to vehicle gameplay, because just shooting, it's very satisfying shooting down stuff with rockets, especially helicopters. It's fun.
What about actual weapons? What do you like to play?
I prefer, that is depending on kit then, I prefer the assault weapons on the, I prefer the assault weapons, just the, what are they called? Assault rifles. That's my kind of go-to style of weapon. And then we've introduced something that I did military service with this time around, which is the AK-5. So that's a personal favorite of mine.